Just you watch. On One Life to Live, Suede has his secrets.
And you're acting like he murdered somebody.
He did?
And there's only one way out.
Floor it.
I'm on your tail. Where do you think you're going?
Is it time to pay for the past?
Just you watch.
It's on.
Deborah Whitehart Pruitt, 21, was found with 13 stab wounds to the chest, neck, and face. Wanted in connection with the murderers Charles Pruitt. Oh.
Breakfast not to your liking, Mr. Holden?
Life is not to my liking.
Ooh, I don't think I can handle that this early in the day. I got papers for you to sign, Padma.
What papers?
Palace Hotel Serenity Springs agreement. Knock, knock. Anybody there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Here.
Why don't you sign it? And I'm going over to Jason Webb's trial. I'll probably see Luna there and get her Jane Hancock.
Well, that's fine, but I don't think you're going to run into Luna. She's off in Philadelphia.
Oh? Business or pleasure?
Visiting a friend.
I didn't know she had a friend in Philly.
Neither did I. I just hope that whatever she's doing, she knows what she's doing.
No, it's okay, it's just me.
Oh my God,
Do you always wake up screaming?
I had this dream somebody was pointing a knife at me. Somebody looked a lot like you. It was you. Oh, ow. So you gonna tell me what spooked you last night?
Never mind. Here, let me.
Oh, thank you. Ow. Oh, Suede, you're pretty good at that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry I woke you up.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to be sleeping in a real bed with some real sheets.
You were tossing and turning all night last night. Should have heard yourself. Making all these sounds like a little dog.
I wouldn't talk. You were making sounds like a big dog. Talking up a storm about Deborah. Who's Deborah?
Honey, have you seen my raincoat?
Your raincoat. Honestly, sometimes I think you're worse than the children.
You're not dressed.
I'm not going.
You're not going? What are you talking about? Your grandson's kidnapper is coming to trial and you're not going? Don't you think Kevin could use your support?
I think Kevin is going to get all the support he can possibly stand from you and Asa. I really don't have the stomach to watch Jason and Leanne suffer any more than they already have.
Jason and Leanne. Jason and Leanne.
Yes, hello.
You're back. I'd say welcome home, but it sounds inadequate.
Which sounds fine to me.
I'd like to welcome you back with balloons, a marching band, maybe borrow a float from the Rose Parade.
I'm actually very happy to be home. I don't think parades are necessary.
Well, how about lunch? Lunch is absolutely necessary. My place about 1. I have something I want to tell you.
Well, if it's absolutely necessary, fine. But I think perhaps, if you don't mind, maybe we should have lunch at the Palace restaurant. Fine. I'll see you then.
Who is that?
Leanne, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dorian, so am I.
Look, I'm doing everything I can to help. Listen to me. Leanne, I hired Lloyd Brewster, one of the finest trial attorneys in the state, to defend Jason. I'm sure he can get him out of this mess.
Well, Dorian, I don't believe it.
What?
Well, it's just you really are capable of loving somebody, aren't you?
Does it matter whom I love? Who does Jason love? He was willing to plead guilty to avoid bringing your good name up in the trial. Count yourself really lucky, Leanne. Jason is in love with you.
God, Dorian, I am so scared. Jason is every
everything to me. They took my son away. Why do they have to take everything?
Look, Leanne, please, just control yourself.
If he goes to jail, Doreen, I don't know what's going to happen. He's just got to win today, that's all.
One Life to Live, brought to you by...
Now, I don't want you to worry about anything.
Come on, you worry?
First, we'll get the postponement. And then I promise you, things will take a turn
I
for
don't
the
care
better.
about promises, and I don't care about postponements. I care about keeping Leanne out of this.
Mrs. Lord hired me to help you. I'm very good at what I do. But you can help by dropping the attitude and cooperating. If you don't care, then I can say goodbye. I'm busy.
What's your plan?
It's relatively simple. We present you as a victim.
A victim of the Buchanans?
The Buchanans have not broken any laws.
Oh, no, the Buchanans, they don't do anything wrong, right?
We present you as a love-blind victim of a woman,
And that is...
Leanne Demarest. So, you see, we can't keep her out of it. She held you in her spell, got you to do all sorts of things that you wouldn't do otherwise. In other words, she's Delilah and you're Samson. After all, you've got the hair for it.
Yeah, you got it all worked out, don't you?
That's the pitch.
Well, see, there's one problem. I'm not buying.
Why?
Why? Because I'm not going to stand up in front of a courtroom full of people bad-mouthing the kindest, most caring, loving woman that I've ever met.
Don't be a fool, Webb. Look, I agree with you that this isn't going to be pretty, but it's all we've got to work with. Unless, of course, you don't mind going to jail. Now, are we together on this or not? And, learn how to tie a tie, will you? Let's get a move on.
It was the Sloan Carpenter. You may not need your raincoat after all. The sun is trying to...
Well, I think I'll take it just to be safe. What do you want?
Who?
Who? Sloan Carpenter.
Well, I see it's that time of the day again, huh? Sloan Carpenter hour? Mom, you better hustle here. We're gonna be late.
Your mother's not coming.
Not coming.
Not coming. Obviously, she feels that her presence isn't needed.
Gee. Ask me if I'm surprised, Mom. Thanks a bunch. I'll be waiting in the car, Dad.
Kevin, wait a minute.
No, I'm not gonna wait a minute, Mom. I've got to make sure that Jason Webb gets put behind bars, whether you like it or not.
I don't like it.
Well, I didn't like him taking my son, either.
He shouldn't speak to you like that.
He's angry. He's very, very angry. Unfortunately, there seems to be a lot of anger in this house.
Well, you do what you have to do. I trust you.
Do you, Clint? I told you in Arizona that when I got back, I was going to sit down with Sloan Carpenter and talk to him. Why do you treat a phone call as an assignation?
I'm not. It's just that he
He what?
complicates things.
That's why I want to talk to him. I would like to uncomplicate things.
Are you sure of that?
I am going to talk to him. I am going to set things straight with him. And I would like to do it now and get it over and done with.
Okay. You do what you think is right. You go see your general and get things over and done with. I want you to remember something. I love you.
The way you sing off key. The memory of all that. Not bad for an old dog face. It's Rudy. Sloan Carpenter here. I'm afraid I'm going to have to cancel our dictation for the book today. I have a pressing matter I have to attend to. Now, I think I'm going to be busy all afternoon. Why don't I call you tomorrow in the morning? All right. Thank you.
Dream car. More like nightmare if you ask me.
Close your eyes, open your mouth.
What the?
Hey, just what is your problem? Face this.
What the hell is it?
That's a mulberry. Here we go around the mulberry bush, mulberry bush, mulberry bush.
You know, you shouldn't go running around sticking things in people's mouths, especially when the things don't taste good.
Woof, you are in a mood today, aren't you? Must be all that dreaming about Deborah that's done it. Who is she anyway?
I told you I don't know no Deborah.
Well, you were saying it all night. Deborah, Deborah, Deborah.
Shut up!
Sorry. I guess I...
Yeah, I guess you did. Like somebody I knew, okay? Rich girl who lived up on the hill. Had everything she wanted. All she had to do was snap her fingers.
Well, I never did get on with that type either.
What type is that?
You know, that beautiful, rich, snappy fingers type.
Who said that she was beautiful?
You did. So many words. She the one that turned you off on love?
Look, I'm trying to fix a car, okay?
Okay. Okay.
And you better watch where you go sticking your nose. Otherwise, you're gonna end up like that coon hound who went sniffing around in a porcupine's nest.
Are you threatening me?
I'm just telling you that there's some dark places inside of me. Places where no one's been and no one's going. So you just back off, you hear?
I always have some commotion going on in my house. My boys at dinner time are...
Tina, it's Max. Yeah, I'm doing just great. How about you? Good. Listen, I'm trying to get a hold of Luna, spa business. As far as I know, she's gone down to Philly, and she's with a friend. That's all I know, but I can't figure out who this friend is. You don't have any friends she has in Philly either. And she says she's never had one. Well, she could have met someone since then. You know how friendly she is. Yeah, okay. Well, if she gets in touch with you, can you get a hold of me as soon as possible? Okay? Okay. Hey, Stretch, going my way.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Serenity. Funny you don't look serene.
It's an inner quality. Here, have a seat. Please.
Thanks. So, what's a girl gotta do around here to get a cup of coffee?
Coffee.
Man of action, I like that.
Well, I'm glad I ran into you, Miss Saybrook.
I'm thrilled. What do you want with me, Mr. Holden?
I need to talk to you about Suede.
Well, haven't we had this conversation already? Twice? Let's talk about us.
This is important, Marty. I met that cop. He told me about Jim Byrne. It seems that our friend Suede is a lot more dangerous than either of us thought. I need to know everything you remember about him. Everything.
Yeah. Listen, do you have that number I needed? Oh, great.
All I need is a simple prescription. Is that too difficult to ask?
Listen, Bertie, I'll call you back.
Maybe you can help me. You look like a human being.
Is there a problem?
Yes, there is a problem. I have a migraine. All I need is the name of a physician here to call in a prescription.
Are you a patient here?
No, I am not a patient here. I'm sorry. I have a very bad headache. I've already discussed this with about 12 different people, but what the heck? See, the plane I was on circled forever. Then when we landed, I found out that my luggage didn't make the trip with me. Then I got into a cab, which was driven by a nut who then rear-ended
It's like
another
a wonderful welcome to Landview.
Is it typical? Is it typical?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think not only do I have some kind of whiplash here, but I have the worst migraines in the world, and my medication is on the luggage that is not with me. And I can't seem to get anyone to give me the name of a doctor, and my doctor in Chicago can't be reached. I think I'm going to sue.
Well, I think I have yellow pages around here somewhere. Maybe you can find yourself a good lawyer.
I am a lawyer. A very good lawyer.
Are you really? Well, listen, let me take down your relevant information. Name, please.
Gannon. Nora Gannon.
She can't get away with this. She's got to be stopped.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, she can't do what she just wants to do.
Rachel, that's your mother. That's always been your mother. She's a beautiful bulldozer. But I know how to take the air out of her tires, huh?
Yeah, well, I hope you do, because I'm not going home with her. If she comes here and tries to get me,
Rachel, she is not coming here, right? Your mother is in Chicago sitting behind her desk. There's no way she would be away from her clients so long. Think of all the billing time she'd lose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I shouldn't be taking your mind off all this anyway.
Please, are you kidding me? It's not even the kind of thing I want to have my mind on.
So what do you think will happen to Jason Webb?
I don't know. Doesn't look good.
I mean, did you try and plea bargain him down?
I tried.
But?
Well, the kid, he wants to fight it all the way. I wished him luck.
Well, maybe he has a trump card you don't know about.
No, I don't think so. He doesn't even know what the game is. He just loves... Why are you asking so many questions?
Well, how else am I going to learn?
Don't be cute. Did your fancy man, Kevin Buchanan, put you up to this?
Is that what you think? You must really think the world of me.
Okay.
No, listen.
Take it easy.
I would never do anything that underhanded, and Kevin would never ask me to do it.
Whoa, slow down. Hey. What were you and Daddy DA talking about? Is he gonna make a deal with Jason?
I don't know.
Well, maybe you could find out.
You know, I can't believe you're asking me that.
You two, quiet. Kevin, showtime.
Hi, darling.
Oh, God, Renee.
Don't you worry about a thing. Jason is not going to go to jail. I feel it in the bones.
How reliable have your bones been lately?
This week, Dinah Lee comes to All My Children.
We've met before, haven't we?
I'm not from around here.
She thought she was leaving the worst behind.
Carter.
But she doesn't know.
Can I come in?
The worst is yet to come.
Carter is a violent and dangerous man. Did it ever occur to you that he might just be misunderstood?
The only safe way to deal with Carter Jones is to stay away from him.
This week, loving comes to All My Children. And this week, a fatal connection begins.
Now I think we're getting somewhere.
Well, look here. Rich girl on the hill. Is that anybody we know, Swade?
What are you talking about?
Rich girl on the hill. Isn't that what you said about your friend Deborah?
She's not my friend, okay? And how many times have I told you? I don't like questions.
Stop it. You're hurting me.
you ever do that again, you lay another hand on me and you can damn well walk to the Outer Banks, you son of a...
The white Bordeaux I had last week in '84. Make sure it's well chilled. And Joseph, please, don't hover around the table unnecessarily. I'd like this to be a private luncheon. Look at you. You've been in the sun. Cowgirl home from the range. Good to see you.
Well, I'm very happy to be home. You look wonderfully fit.
Oh, I feel fantastic. And I have fantastic news.
Really? Tell me.
Well, the treatment's going better than anybody expected.
No side effects?
None that I can't handle. And Larry informs me that I am, and there should be drum rolls for this, officially in remission.
Oh, Sloan, that's wonderful.
Yeah, do you believe it? And I owe it all to you.
No, you owe it all to Larry.
It was you. You made me turn the corner and see the light and seek this treatment. But then you've shown your light in so many dark places of my life.
Well, you make me sound like a miner with one of those head things on my lamps on my head.
I am being serious.
I know you are. That's very sweet. And I'm awfully glad you stuck with the protocol.
It wasn't easy.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. Aggressive therapy like yours is very difficult.
I meant waiting for you to return. That was not easy. I was like a schoolboy waiting for the first day of summer.
General, come on now. Aren't we a little bit past that? Haven't we edged our way into autumn?
Oh, no, no. Never when I'm around you.
Sloan, I have to talk to you.
Yes. That's what you said in your letter. We have a lot to talk about. A lot of unfinished business. Have it with Vicky.
Your Honor, I sympathize with my colleague's position, and I regret any inconvenience to him. However, the defendant had been informed of today's trial date for sufficient time to retain counsel of his choosing. And now, Your Honor, to ask the court for a continuance because he chose to change counsel at this late time suggests to me, Your Honor, it's a deliberate attempt to delay this process and causing an inconvenience to the witnesses who are assembled.
Hold on. Please don't speak. I don't want to postpone it, Your Honor. I'm changing my plea. Don't do this. It's suicide. I know what I have to do. I'm ready, Your Honor. And I want to plead guilty. Your Honor, I request a 5-minute recess to consult with my client.
No recess. I'm changing my plea to guilty.
After examining.
Counsel, please approach the bench.
Your Honor, there's been some mistake.
Obviously, the question is whose?
My client is under severe emotional stress. He never informed me of his decision to change his plea.
Would the defendant please approach the bench? Your counsel suggests that you and he are not in agreement about your plea.
That's right, Your Honor. In fact, me and Mr. Brewster are not in agreement on anything. So goodbye, thank you very much.
What?
I said goodbye. I am no longer in need of your services.
Do you know what you're doing?
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Your attorney's question is valid, Mr. Webb. Do you indeed realize that you're waiving your right to counsel? I must ask you if you're doing this of your own free will, and if you now have decided to represent yourself in this court.
Yes, Your Honor, I know what I'm doing.
Your Honor, in light of Mr. Webb's decision, I request permission to remove myself from the case.
Permission granted. And now, Mr. Gannon.
Your Honor.
Who said that if I pleaded guilty to endangering the welfare of a minor, then I would get a break? So that's what I'm doing. I'm pleading guilty.
A plea arrangement has not been entered into at this time, Your Honor. However, in light of Mr. Webb's wish to change his plea, the DA's office will no longer prosecute the stated charges. I ask that the record show a guilty plea to only the charge of endangering the welfare of a minor.
I will grant your request. And now, if you'll return to your seats.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Will the defendant please rise? Mr. Webb, how do you plead to the charge of endangering the welfare of a minor?
Guilty.
Okay, I'm back.
You get a lot of phone calls.
Yeah, and they're all from bankers and brokers and lawyers.
Breaking my heart.
I've told you everything about Swade. We know he's a murderer. What else can you say about someone?
I was hoping you'd remember something he might have said that could help us find him.
He'd get pretty mad if I asked him questions.
I know what you mean.
What's his real name? I mean, that police chief told me Swade was an alias.
Charlie Pruitt.
I knew there was something weird about him.
How weird is weird?
Well, I guess that depends on how you feel about knives. He pulled one on me.
Great. He pulled a knife on you. You didn't mention that.
No, but he was playing.
I guess he was playing a little too rough for you, huh?
I'd have to say yes.
You say anything about a wife?
Wife? Well, now that you mention it, he did kind of flip out when I asked him if he was married.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just kind of freaked out. Well, does he have a wife? And does she know her husband's a killer being hunted by the police?
I'm afraid she probably knows.
Oh, my God.
I'm afraid you must have misunderstood my intent, or the intent of my letter, and I would like to explain it to you. And I need to, straighten some things out. Being away helped me put things in perspective.
Oh, I know. You needed a vacation.
Well, I needed to get away, but I needed to get away from you. And to think. And now I need to set some things straight with you.
I don't think I like what you're about to say.
Sloan, the time away helped me to crystallize my thoughts about you and me and the feelings that I had for you.
That you had?
Yes.
Vicky, don't.
No. You see, I've come to realize that the feelings that I had for you probably weren't real. They weren't entirely truthful. I think they were heightened by everything that was going on around us. Your illness and the controversy surrounding Andrew and the quilt. You know, there was such an outpouring of concern and affection from everyone, and I think it must have colored my feelings for you. And then there's the added complication of the feelings that we both share about the children. Our children who died. I mean, it's such a terrible irony that both of us have outlived one of our children now.
That's part of why we need each other.
Yes, but we must need each other as friends and nothing more. Look, my children and my family, my life, it's terribly important to me, and I can't do anything to jeopardize my stability in that life. Too many people would be hurt.
Well, I'm sorry. I just don't care about anybody else.
I know, but I do. I love my husband. I love Clint. And I will never leave him. And you must accept that. If you cannot accept that, then we can't even be friends.
course, I will abide by anything you say. Whatever the rules, I'll try. But I have a question. What? I told you I was like a schoolboy waiting for you to come back. Can you tell me that you didn't once feel that warm summer wind breathe down your neck?
Oh, don't.
Please, Vicky, tell me that you didn't once think of me while you were away, that you didn't once think about seeing me again, look forward to this moment.
I have to go now.
Vicky, Vicky. Put on your mother hat, your wife hat, step into your good girl clothes. I understand that. I, too, was reared to do the right thing. It's just that we don't always know what the right thing is until it passes us by. Are you going to let that happen?
New Airwick Air...
Mrs. Gannon, your prescription will be ready very soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate this.
So, you are Rachel's mother, huh?
Do I know you? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we have never met.
Oh, but you know of me?
Yes, I'm Sheila Price.
Let me guess. A friend of Hank's? Or should I say a friend of Hank's?
I'm a friend of Hank's, and I'm also a friend of your daughter, Rachel.
Well, any pal of Hank's is a pal of mine. But to be brutally honest, I wouldn't trade places with you for all the tea, rice, and fortune cookies in China.
That's honest.
Mm-hmm.
Your headache better?
No, it's still there. Maybe you could help me with another problem. My daughter. Can you tell me where I might find Rachel? I want to see her as soon as possible. That's why I'm here.
I'm gonna tell you, Vic, we sure are lucky you came along. I mean, shoot, honey, we'd be stuck in those reeds, well, forever. What do you say, Vic? I mean, considering you're the only garage around here for what, about 40 miles?
50.
50, I'll be darned. Whew, well, I tell you, Vic, I do love that Mustang of mine, but that darn thing's broken on me, what, about 2 times now, and we're just in the state of Virginia. Shoot, at this rate, we'll be getting where we're going around Christmas time. We are sure lucky that you came along, though, Vic, I gotta tell you.
Here you go, ma'am.
Oh, let's take a look at this, Vic. $850? That's not a repair, that's a restoration. Oh, holy goddess. Oh, boy. I don't have that kind of cash on me, Vic. I guess I'm gonna have to use my credit card. Oh, Lord. Holy goddess. Max is gonna beat my butt. Here you go. It's from Serenity Springs. It's in Landview, Pennsylvania. It's good, it's good. Oh, boy. He's gonna kill me. Now I gotta figure out a way how I'm gonna tell him when I get back. If I get back.
Does the prosecution have a recommendation for sentencing?
We do, Your Honor. In consideration of the defendant's record and his cooperation with these proceedings, and in view of the nature of his offense and the circumstances, we recommend that Jason Webb serve a term of 90 days on the charge of endangering the welfare of a minor.
Mr. Webb, do you have anything to say in your behalf?
No.
Based on the defendant's change of plea to guilty and the recommendation of the prosecutor of the Commonwealth, I hereby sentence you to 90 days in the Lantano County Jail to begin immediately. All time served will be charged against the term. Court adjourned.
All rise. Well, justice is served.
You call that justice? It's a disgrace. You got a slap on the wrist.
What do you mean?
Oh, for crying out loud, Kevin. Jason Webb kidnapped your baby, gets 90 days. I've seen people do more time for stealing a pack of cigarettes out of a convenience store.
Jason.
I know. Hey, you act like I'm going to death row or something.
Why did you do it, Jason? Why didn't you even fight? Why? I don't understand.
Listen, I couldn't let them do it.
Do what?
The lawyer wanted me to make it look like you put me up to it and that it was all your fault.
It was my fault, Jason. It is my fault. Please.
Leanne. The only thing you're guilty of is loving Duke. The only thing I'm guilty of is loving you. And I'm not going to stop now.
Come on.
Dorian, I'm sorry about wasting your time and your money.
It was a gift, Jason. No strings attached.
Well, thank you. You've been a friend.
So have you.
Dorian, honey. No mudslinging for the intruder. You must be disappointed.
Go to hell, Asa.
Oh, it's a shame he copped the plea. Because I figured all the money you're pumping into his defense, we'd have whistles and bells.
You amused by your remarks?
Oh, I sure as hell am. I guess your greenbacks can't compete with the power of young love. And Dorian, remember, very young love.
Asa, what do you know about love?
Can't you even answer me?
No, Sloan. I did not think of you, not in the way that you are suggesting.
Well, I guess I made an old fool of myself.
Oh, no, never. Oh, God, no. You are so strong, I don't think you realize the toll that your illness has taken on you. That's why I wrote to you. Because I'm concerned about your health and your emotional state. About you.
Vicky, that means the world to me.
It does to me, too, but that's all it can mean, you see. There can never, ever be anything more between us. But just a friendship. I'm awfully glad we saw each other. But I have to go. Thank you. Please. Bye.
Max, I think you better worry about Luna. Swade has this thing about her, a fixation.
I am worried about Luna. Swade has vanished, and Luna's supposed to be in Philadelphia, and I can't reach her.
Mr. Holden, I'm sorry.
What is it?
I've got your credit card company on the line.
A credit card company?
Yes, sir. They're not approving the charge.
What are you talking about?
Well, they're concerned about whether or not your credit card's been stolen.
Let me talk to him, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
This is Max Holden here. What is this about not approving my card? I haven't used this card in weeks. $850 for car repair? Where was that? Temperanceville, Virginia. And who made the charge? Yeah, that's fine. Luna Moody's my partner. I'll send the check out.
What is it?
Luna's not in Philadelphia. She's somewhere in Virginia. And I got this terrible feeling she's not alone.
Swade.
Oh, Clint, where's your lovely wife?
My lovely wife couldn't make it.
Couldn't make the trial of the man who kidnapped her grandson. What's the matter, having her hair done?
Paul, I don't think Vicky's whereabouts are any concern of yours.
Oh, well, no. What do you think, Kevin? It's your show.
It's not a show, Grandpa. So, Mr. Gannon, how do you rate yourself on this one, scale 1 to 10?
I don't rate myself, Buchanan. This is not a diving contest.
90 days? For stealing my son? You call that a punishment?
You ever spend 90 days in a joint, Kevin? Or are you just too busy playing polo? I'd say it's plenty punishment. Enough to ruin a young man's record.
And I say that it's
I don't
not.
give a flying flea what you say. Since when does the law have to bend to Kevin Buchanan's interpretation of it, huh?
Excuse me, but I think you just bent the law.
Listen to the two of you. Haven't we had enough for today? Why can't you just stop?
Okay, all right. You are right. It's all over. Ms. Gannon, in light of your valiant services, would you do me the honor of coming home with me tonight? We're having a little celebration.
A celebration?
Yes, Gannon. A celebration. Just for the family.
Well, you know, you got a point, Asa. It is a great night to stick with family. You'll be coming home with me.
Hank, still bossing people around? Hi, Rachel.
Mom, what are you doing here?
Nora Gannon, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm here because you're here, Rachel. You ought to be in Chicago starting classes.
Can we talk about this somewhere else, like in private?
Take a good look, Kevin. This is the moment you've been waiting for, isn't it?
Oh, excuse us. We have to take this boy to a celebration.
Sounds festive.
Just for the family. Need I remind you, you're not part of the family anymore, Renee.
No, Asa. No, you don't need to remind me.
Kevin, you're smart. That Leanne will never see your baby again.
She is Duke's mother.
She was his mother. You'll find a new one. What's the matter with you, boy? Ponytail's gonna be behind bars. Leanne is out of the picture. There's a beautiful little boy waiting for you to come home. What's so bad, huh?
The time?
Tomorrow, where did baby Dino learn a dirty word? On television, of course. Candace Sinclair's Get Him to Stop Saying It. It's Dinosaurs, followed by Camp Wilder.
Take the home heart test for